kids on there and everything.
Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Pumps. Today I have Nacho team members Ashton and Chris. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
No problem. So NFTs are out next week, and Nacho has, is it 10,000 NFTs altogether to be
It
minted?
is. Yep,
Yeah.
10,000 NFTs is the entire collection. Before we dive in too much, I think we've hit the mark where there's enough camera, right?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, sure.
Facts. Very nice. I like the picture of the wizard NFT better than my face personally.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, 10,000 NFTs, and we've been talking. We mentioned yesterday on a space or something that we've been talking about that pre-mint factor because we had originally planned on pre-minting 10 of them, but I really think that just keeping it fair launched and labeled as fair launched is much better, and we can just mint some of those ourselves for the giveaways and marketing stuff.
Yeah. So is it going ahead? When is the actual mint going to happen? Is it going to happen on Monday or is it a bit delayed? Do you know?
I don't expect it to be Monday. I know that team is traveling just a bit, and I think a lot of their travel ends on Monday and they get where they're going. So I'm kind of expecting Tuesday, but I know from the KSPR team, I think we've kind of heard anytime mid next week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there. We should have more info by Monday though, and a set date.
Okay, and I did a little video on how to do the minting, but it's very similar to KRC20, except there's no, the way you used to be able to, how many tokens did you want to mint, and you could put in 1,000 or 500. You won't be doing it on this. It'll be one at a time, won't it?
Yeah, it will be one at a time for sure. Now you can still use the 10 KSPR bots though with 10 unique addresses. So
Right.
just like you could with KRC20, you could technically do 10 at a time, but all individually.
Right. But NFTs are going to be a little bit more expensive than tokens.
You
Certainly
think?
are.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Have you any other news about KRC 721 about the minting or the kind of tokens that you've made? Who did you get to design them?
So we actually worked with a professional artist. We took a bit of time sourcing and kind of trying out a couple. We had Chris, was it 4 or 5 artists that we had that made the base that we ended up voting on?
Yeah, I guess it was 5, I think, and then we just talked with the community a lot, and we just find, I think, a really cool and unique design that suits Nacho very well.
Yeah, they did a really good job in my opinion. But yeah, we had to find someone that was willing to do, because we wanted the collection to be completely fair launch, which means that all the revenue has to go back into the project. It can't go to the team or to the artist or anything like that. So we had talked to a couple artists early on that wanted a, long-term royalty or an amount per NFT that was minted. And that obviously kind of defeats the purpose of the fair launch piece. So we had to find someone that we could use just on a flat rate, but this guy ended up working out great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And do you know, like originally it was supposed to be Casplex that was doing the KRC 721, but I don't know if they had too much on their hands or it was taking too long. So Casperbot decided to go ahead and get it set up themselves. Did they contact you guys earlier? Or did you know about it or that they were going to go at it?
No, not specifically. We didn't have like any heads up warning or anything like that. I just started seeing conversations happening in a couple Telegram chats that were referencing NFTs, and there were a few kind of things that maybe we shouldn't have heard specifically in Sydney, but we kind of did because Dan and I were local there. So yeah, we just kind of had a feeling that they were coming in January and we started working on it. But I honestly thought it was going to be the Casplex team that actually released the protocol. So KSPR doing it is really cool because they're right. I know Simon came on, I think, Blockchain Banter recently and was talking about how Casplex was very caught up in the atomic swaps and the opcodes there. So it's good. Caspa's all decentralized. So I think the more participants we can have in protocol level stuff, the better.
Yeah, no, that's it. No, thanks to Casperbot. I mean, they're doing this now for the mint and before for the KRC20 tokens. If it wasn't for them, like I don't think it would have went ahead because of the Casware wallet incident. So it's a good thing they were here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But I was hounding you for a bit of alpha before you came on, and you gave me a bit here. So I'll just share the screen here. So this is a block explorer for KRC 721 NFTs that the Nacho team made, or was it you yourself?
It's all of us. It's we've got I think 3 or 4 other yeah, it's 4 other developers or people on the development team. So they helped a lot.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. So this is not just like I asked you earlier. This is not just for Nacho. This is for all NFTs that are deployed on KRC 721. They can go in and type in the ticker, and it'll give you all the info, will it?
Yep, it gives you all the collection info at the top, so you can see what the fee is to mint, how many have been minted, the total collection count, whether there's any pre-mint stuff like that, and then obviously shows you the images and the traits there too. So each page will pull in 500 NFTs at a time. So if folks are using that and they want to see the entire 10,000 count collection, they may be scrolling to the bottom and hitting load more quite often.
Yeah. And you know the way, like on KRC 720, you used to be able to go into the block explorer and you could see the wallets and the distribution of the wallets and who has like the most NFTs or something like that. But on this, I think I heard you saying to Cat Daddy that the NFTs aren't going to be actually stored in a wallet; they're stored on chain. Is that right? How does that work?
Yeah, well, that comment was actually generally just about like crypto uh, storage in general. So it's not different for NFTs or for tokens, right? It's just that anytime in crypto, your assets aren't in the wallet; they're on chain, and the wallet is just how you view them and how you sign transactions and interact with them. So same thing here.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's really impressive. You've done it. You've built a lot of stuff for the community. You built this. You built CatScan, and you built Catpool. So Catpool, if people aren't aware, it's if you're mining kaspa, and if you have only small miners, like I have 3 small miners, KS0 Ultras, to do 400 gigahash each. It's just small. And when you put them together, it adds up to 1.2 terahash. So this is my dashboard. This is the one that Ashton and the Nacho team developed, and it's really clear and easy to understand. And it just shows you your payout as well here. So, or sorry, this isn't the. Yeah, sorry, it is payout. I have it there, 6.5 CAS and 6 points. So I've got two. I've got one payout each day, and when I was mining to Hero Miners, which was in Spain, the Spain pool, I was getting 5 CAS a day. So I've switched to Nacho, and you're zero fees. But I thought because the pool is in America, that because of the latency and all that, I'd lose out. But I'm actually making more. And if you're interested in getting into mining, I would recommend connecting to this pool because it's so easy to understand. Because when I connected to Hero Miners first, it was so complicated and the dashboard was hard to understand. But this is really nice, really slick.
Yeah, we're really proud of that. It's a huge project and a big undertaking. But yeah, if anyone wants to connect to Catpool and support the Nacho project, currently we're in beta, so there's no pool fees. You're getting 100% of everything that you mine, and on top of it, very soon those Nacho rebate payouts are coming. And I know Chris is going to cringe right now as he hears me say it, but man, is there some exciting stuff coming for Catpool that I that I
Don't
cannot
say it.
comment on
Like,
yet.
like
Don't
what?
say it,
What?
please.
But yeah, if anyone wants to connect, maybe CryptoPumps, if you don't mind, if you hit that Get Connected or Getting Started tab all the way to the left, we can actually show the information
Yeah,
to
I
get
will do.
connected.
I just wanted to brag here. Look at number 10. That's me.
Oh, nice.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, okay. Get started. Yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is really pop in that Stratum address to pool number 1 in your miner interface, and you're locked and loaded. Don't even have to change the wallet and worker name. You just keep that from whatever pool you were on before.
Yeah, and don't make the mistake I did. I put in my wallet address, and then you give it a name, and I gave it crypto pumps 1, 2, and 3 for the 3 miners. But I put in the slash there instead of looking down here where it's a full stop. So yeah, it wasn't working, and I contacted Ashton, and he said that should be a full stop, and I changed it to a full stop, and it started working. So I felt like a dope, but
Beautiful. Well,
it's
that works
working
great.
now.
So I actually, while we're here, I know this probably isn't the space for it, but it's good feedback for me. Does that slash work on other pools?
I don't remember. You see, it was so long since I set it up, and I just deleted the old pool and put in the new one. So I didn't really focus on what was in there. But I don't think so. I think it was a dot
Okay,
as
cool.
well, full
Makes sense.
stop. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the slash before, so I was surprised to see it, but it would be interesting if it works elsewhere too. So cool.
Okay. Just I just seen one of the questions came in asking how much are Nacho NFTs going to be for the minting.
So you have to mint them in CAS. So we haven't released the exact CAS price yet, just because of obviously volatility of the Caspa price, right? We're going to set that probably Sunday or Monday and release it just a day or two before. So we're pretty close to accurate. We don't want to set a CAS price based on the USD value now and then have CAS jump to 25 cents, on Tuesday, and people be paying way too much for NFTs. So
Yeah.
the regular price is $280 equivalent, and if you're on the whitelist, you get a $30 discount, so $250.
Okay. And if this is a question I have, if you're on the whitelist, how does it work? Because obviously, if you're just minting like everybody else, you go in and you're mint on the day on K or on the Casper bot. But if you're on the whitelist, how does it work?
Yeah, so you'll do the exact same thing. There's no difference in terms of minting. Your video that you did is perfect to follow. No one has to do anything different. We essentially just upload the uh, whitelist to KSPR bot when we deploy the token, so that it recognizes the addresses and automatically
Ah,
changes the price. So you don't have to do anything. Just go mint. If you're minting with that same address, you'll automatically see the $30 discount.
okay. So if a person has a whitelist, a slot on the whitelist, they give you their Casper address or whatever, or it had to be the Casper bot address, wouldn't it?
It does have to be that, yes. It has to
Yeah.
be whatever address you're using in KSPR bot to mint.
Hmm.
But there's a small, I don't know, cool thing for Nacho. We took whatever address people had about 3 weeks ago, I think, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And we built out the entire whitelist just to be prepared and to have everyone's spots saved. But we've built a tool that is about to be pushed out to CAT-scan. It's actually the thing I told you I was finishing right before this space that made me a little bit late. But it's going to be on CAT-scan probably in the next hour or two. And it allows people to send a very tiny CASPA transaction, literally like about 1 CAS, to an address to validate they own the existing whitelist address, and then they're allowed to update it. So if you have a Nacho whitelist spot, look tonight, this weekend, something like that, and just see if you can use it in KSPR. Because if you can't, just go to CATScan, update your address to whatever one you can use in KSPR. It's all secure and safe, and make sure that only the owner can update it. But it does give them the chance to update it pretty easily and all self-service.
Okay, that makes sense. I have a question here. It's a very easy question. A person here, Taurus, wants to know who Ashton and Chris are. So, what do you do, guys, for Nacho? It's an actual question there.
Okay, cool. You want to go first, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of the marketing team for Nacho. I'm on the creator team, and I'm doing some cool marketing stuff with I would say like 5, 6 different people, maybe 7, not sure. And yeah, so I'm helping Ashton sometimes with stuff like this here, or some partnerships, or yeah, community building as well a bit, but more on this side. So Ashton, you're the big
Chris
guy.
Chris likes to sell himself short. He's a pretty integral part of this team. But yeah, marketing, business development, PR stuff, it's helpful, man. Yesterday I woke up and he just sent me a message. He's like, dude, you have 5 meetings, 5 things you have to get to today. Don't mess them up. So I think
Right.
we wouldn't be nearly where we are without him. But I'm
Yeah.
also on the creator team. I lead a development for Nacho and typically do the PR work and get on spaces like this and get the pleasure
Yeah.
of talking about Nacho.
It sounds like being on the team and Nacho is a full-time job.
It is.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
sometimes
Yeah.
definitely.
speaking of alpha, I haven't shared this publicly at all, but as of about a week ago, it's my full-time job.
Sorry again. As a week ago, what? Sorry.
Nacho is my full-time job. I'm focusing
Oh yeah,
100%
really?
on
You
this right
quit
now. Yep.
your HR or something, right? Or public relations or.
Yeah. Technical recruiting. I own and operate a firm that was really small, boutique firm, and it just market conditions and kind of some things with employees. It just makes sense to kind of put things on pause for now. So it was a hard decision, and it was kind of sad to be quite honest, because I've run that business for 8 years and I absolutely love it. But we'll pick back up here in a bit. But it's perfect because it gives us the luxury of focusing exclusively on Nacho, and it needs that.
Well done. Well, if anybody wanted to know that you have confidence in Nacho, there you go. You left your job to focus all your attention on it. So
I mean, after the calls yesterday, Ashton was, yeah. I mean, I don't think he regrets it now, but we can't share it yet.
yeah,
You're teasing too much, but yeah, he's right. I have zero concerns about it. The future is so bright, and I can't. It's just I really would just want to fast forward like 2 or 3 weeks so we can start talking about some of these things.
yeah. And I always thought that Nacho, the team, will be based in the States, but Chris is actually based in Germany, so you're kind of a worldwide operation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're pretty spread out. We've got Germany, Greece, Romania, and 2 of us in the U.S.
Right, brilliant. Bananas is here. He said you're the best team member on all crypto space and the best community leader and talker. There you go.
Oh, he's talking to you,
we,
Chris.
no, definitely not, definitely not. I'm totally on his side, definitely.
Casper Queen is asking how much they are going to be, but we went through that, wasn't it? $280.
Yep, $280, $30 discount if you're on the whitelist.
Is the artist credited, and is it all one artist or multiple artists?
It is only one artist, and I begged this person to let us shout them out and talk about them. I even tried to put on my sales hat, and I said, I don't think you realize if you're responsible for the Nacho NFT collection, we're going to see so many other Caspa projects come and use your service to build their NFTs. And he said, I'm okay. I don't want it. Please don't do that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I was kind of dumbfounded. I was like, I wouldn't put in all this work and be so proud of it without shouting it out. But he wants to stay anonymous, so he will.
Okay. I'm Casper Queen. I'm new to NFTs, so it's a random selection of what you can get, but you can view the options on CatScan.
That is
So
exactly correct.
yeah, so you
not
can't pick
so
what.
new. It's not so new on NFTs, it seems.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no way of selecting what NFT you get. You just get it at randomly.
Yep, that's exactly
Yeah.
it. Yeah, KSPR built it out so the mints are random, and I'll tell you, building the Explorer, the random mints made that extremely difficult because we have to pull in the images from IPFS, and if you don't know which NFTs are minted already, you have to just pull in the entire collection and then call them individually to find out if they're minted. So it would actually be tremendously easier if they were in order, but it's better, I think, for everybody and the randomness of the mint itself, like fairer.
Right. Okay. And Banana is here, almost there, so we can start minting and sold out in less than 12 hours. Would
That
you be
would be
happy with that with
We will
12?
see. We will see.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see. It would. I mean, absolutely. I think that the collection will mint out. I don't have much concern about that. We see a lot of extremely positive feedback in the Discord. I mean, I was talking to one of the guys today, and I will admit he is a whale, but he mentioned he's like I'm using over 6 figures of CAS on NFTs. I think I'm going to get like 50 of them, and I was like, that's crazy. It's way more. I was shooting for 5, so it seems like it'll go pretty fast.
We have another question there. Will it be possible to store them on Tangent?
Eventually, probably, but not immediately. They need to add support for things like this.
So we need to rate again.
Yeah.
Guys, you heard it.
Get the soldiers together.
Oh yeah. Nacho raiders. Come.
How do you flip the NFT? If somebody wants to sell it before he's even bought it.
No, I think he was actually talking about on the Explorer that you were showing to see the traits. And all you have to do is hover on it. Put your mouse over it. If you're on mobile, you'll have to touch it, tap, but it'll flip for you and show you the traits.
Just like that, is it?
Yep. Just hover your mouse and it flips on desktop. On mobile, you touch it.
Cool.
When dark mode.
Oh God, that was so funny. We released this to a small group of beta testers, and we were so impressed with how it looked and the animation and stuff. And the first feedback was this really short line that was like, "When dark mode."
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting stuck on the thing here.
Too many questions.
Yeah, too many questions. It broke. Get it back up here again. Try again. Oh yeah, okay. Nacho NFTs look awesome. Can't wait to mint.
Me too, Aaron. Me too.
Same.
The alpha about Catpool is going to knock this project out of the park. Many years worth of adoption. Kaspa is here to stay, and so is Nacho.
Boom.
Gotta admit, that's more teasing because that's Dr. Dan from our creator team.
Yeah, that's definitely Dan.
He knows exactly.
Can we ban Chris? Wow.
Yes, I support. Love it.
Wow. Wow.
Boy, does Chris have an iPhone, does he? Is that why he wants to ban him?
No, he's got a Samsung. That's why I support the initiative.
Okay.
Wow.
If people aren't aware of you,
next time we need Lavender and the other Chris.
Yeah. There's a big war going on between iPhone owners and Android owners on Blockchain Banter on Monday nights. Vivendi Pro has Android, and Ashton, you have all Apple stuff, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, and Chris Hutchinson, he moved over to Apple as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if he moved or if he's always been there, but yeah, for sure, he does too.
Will NFTs be random? Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, sir.
And I even I hand curated the collection because maybe it's just like hyper focus or something. But I went through and looked at all 10,000 images, and I pulled out 279 of them because they looked like not good enough in my opinion. So then we replaced them with the unique ones and more random ones and the one of twos, and even throughout the collection they're separated. So like your 10 one of ones in the Nacho collection are not 1 through 10 or 21 through 30. They are random numbers throughout the 10,000, and that's the case for all different sections. So I firmly believe there's zero way to figure out what you're going to get or pick one.
Okay. Casper Queen has another question here. Is the image actually on chain or just the link to the NFT?
It is the link. So the protocol it allows for some metadata to be inscribed directly to chain, but not the image itself. And that's just, I believe, a size issue with the on-chain data. So all the images and metadata are permanently stored in IPFS. What does it stand for? Interplanetary File System. I think it's from the Flux team. But in any case, they're permanently set up there, and they are on a chain, just not Kaspa. The URLs to them are inscribed on Kaspa.
Okay. We have a question here. You've answered it already, but he was late to the party. So he wants to know, for the whitelist people, when is the day to mint?
Neon, this is really important. So when we first announced the whitelist, we planned on doing 24 or 48 hour early access. It's not possible based on the protocol. We really pushed KSPR to try and allow for this, and We wanted to do it, but it's just impossible based on the technology of it. So previously, you could have gotten in early and you could have only minted one NFT during the whitelist period. That is not the case anymore. Now you have to compete with everyone. So there's no early access. You will need to be there and be on time, or you may not get one. But you're allowed to mint as many as you want, and all of them will be discounted. So all of yours for your whitelist address will have a $30 discount each, but you need to pay attention and compete with people, or you may miss entirely. And just to be completely fair with the Nacho community, we told everyone already, if you're upset by this change in the whitelist factor, or you donated just to get a whitelist spot, just DM us if you don't get an NFT and you're on that whitelist. We'll make it right. I can't give you an NFT, but we can refund the donation that you did to get that whitelist spot, whatever it is that makes the most sense. So we understand that it's an unfortunate change, but it's just technically required. We're doing the best we can to keep people happy anyway.
Okay, thanks, Ashton. Another one there from Casper Queen. Who gets on the whitelist?
The whitelist was 1,000 addresses, and they consisted of people who either contributed time and skills and effort to Nacho in the very early days, or donated as a community member just to one of our donation campaigns any time in the Nacho project history prior to us announcing the NFT collection. So basically, it's there just to reward people who already contributed, already donated, without any promise of a reward for doing so.
Okay. Hey, Ashton, wizard or Nacho tattoo?
How about Wizard Nacho tattoo? How about this PFP that you got right here?
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
very good.
I think it looks like it belongs on a shoulder blade or a bicep or a shoulder muscle, one of the two.
Now we need muscles.
Yeah, you know me too well.
Dan, Nacho is here to stay. It's in great hands. Up from here, Nacho family. Is that Dan again, Dr. Dan? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I think at least.
yeah, he is.
I see an important one in there. FCSP says, when is it possible to change the address on whitelist? That was the thing I talked about earlier.
Did I go by that?
Probably a couple hours. Nacho LA office.
Yeah. I'll quit my job to come work for Nacho.
That's pretty cool, Casper Queen. I take it you're based in Los Angeles? So am I. Maybe one day that's a real thing.
What else do you have? This guy is something. When he speaks, it makes me or gives me goosebumps. The way Ashton talks, with all that energy, makes us more bullish.
Banana, could you have a conversation with my wife, please? I think she needs to feel that way.
What? What did she say when you told her you were leaving your job and this is going to be a full-time gig?
She's I make fun of her a little bit because she's a really good sport and she's a great, fantastic person. Love her to death. She's been so supportive of everything I've ever done. She just like analyzes what I say or my idea and just goes, I believe in you. If you think it's the right choice, do it. So
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
that's great. Casper Queen again. Can you explain the tier system again of the levels?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a combination of upcoming lore and story for Nacho that's still a work in progress. And we proactively set up these things in the NFTs as a way to future-proof, right? To ensure that we have these traits to use as we continue building on these. But there's two things I think you're talking about. So every NFT has a trait that's called a role. You can think of it like a job title or a position or something like that, right? There are 5 tiers in there, 5 levels. The lowest one is called a seeker. Then they go up to scribe, keeper, alchemist, and sovereign. So there's 5 levels, and they go in that order, 1 to 5. And they essentially just are a weight for us to use for future perks and rewards and early access. So, if I were to give you a really simple example, let's say that we create a new product that has a fee that's 1%. A sovereign NFT holder will likely get it for 0%, no fees. A seeker, the level 1 of that NFT, may get a 25% discount on that fee, right? So anything we do in the future will always include references to these levels and these roles for the weighted benefit. Basically, how rare is your NFT? You will get that much weighted reward based on it, because those roles, those 5 levels, are all different rarities in the collection. So there are very, very few that are sovereigns, and most of them are seekers, right? The second trait in there is called a realm, and these are the realm of the 9 lives. So there are 9 realms, and the trait is literally just a 1-digit number. It is a 1, 2 through 9, one of those 9 numbers. And this just gives us the ability to section off events and giveaways and perks and early access and things like this to certain realms of Nacho NFT holders. So those are the 2 parameters I think you're asking about, Caspa Queen.
Okay, thank you. Justin Davis says how to buy certain ones after the mint.
We kind of don't know yet what it's going to look like, but we do know that KSPR is going to have an active marketplace on protocol launch day, just like they did with KRC20. So the easy answer is you're going to do it exactly like you do KRC20s. You're going to go in and look at the listings in the KSPR bot and see what NFTs have been listed, what's for sale, and then you can look through and pick those. In my testing on testnet, typically we see a clickable number in your balance. So when you call your balance, you'll see a new line that has the NFT collection ticker, and then it'll show fields like 1, 5, 972. And those numbers are the IDs of the NFTs you own in your wallet. So if you click one, it pulls in the image and shows you what it looks like. So this should be very, very similar to how the marketplace works. You'll go in, you'll look at the listings, you'll see a number that's listed for sale, click the number, shows you the image and traits, and you're on your way.
Okay, thank you. Another one here. Andy A. Does the Nacho team have some insider infos about the listings?
Yes. But we can't tell.
Cold-blooded, so cold-blooded. Yeah, there's a couple things I've already shared in the last couple of days, so I'll just repeat for you, but it's not brand new info. We've been talking for a while now about a top 13 exchange listing, and I think almost everyone that's been paying attention hears top 13 and they say gate. And they're not wrong about that correlation. We do think the gate is next, and we think that it's coming very soon. The important part, or the cool part, is that there are 2 very large dominoes that are set up right behind the gate domino. So as we knock that first one over, we should see a chain reaction over the next, let's say 60, 90 days, where we see some pretty significant listings for Nacho, and definitely firsts of KRC20.
Okay. And would people like Gate, would they be happy with you providing liquidity, or would you still have to pay for them listings?
Out of those 3 that I'm talking about, Gate will almost certainly still charge us a listing fee, and I think the other 2 probably will not.
Okay, thank you. When is it possible to change my CAS address on the whitelist? Does that come up already, did it?
Oh, I was reading ahead. I'm sorry, CryptoPumps. That's my fault. I'm not a YouTube live guy. I just saw his comment and read it too early.
Oh yeah, they're on. Yeah, I could turn that off, but people like to see their comments.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, definitely my fault. Yeah, to answer his question, in like 2 hours, I just finalized the tool and finished testing it, make sure it all works. I updated my address, and now I just got to push it out to CAT-scan. So probably an hour or 2.
Okay, no problem. Hi, I have Nacho on Coinex a long time. Am I included in the whitelist?
Not just because you have Nacho on Coinex. That would not have gotten you on the whitelist. what would have is donating to the Nacho Fund from an address that's not a centralized exchange. It's impossible to add you to a whitelist when you donate from a sex withdrawal because we see their address, not yours. And there's no way to validate it or you to change it later. So yeah, if you donated from any storage, hot wallet or cold wallet, Tangem, KSPR, any of them, you would have been on that list. And then there was another, I think 50 slots that were set out for contributors that had been actively working on different teams. So we worked with them and validated that they minted Nacho and then manually added their addresses. So if that's all you've got Nacho on CoinEx, probably not.
Okay. When is the exact time of the launch? You spoke about that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't have an exact time. I technically don't even have an exact day. My estimate is between Tuesday and Thursday of next week, and we will for sure get out an announcement that's at least 24 hours notice so that everyone is prepared.
Okay, no problem. Casper Queen, thanks to all the whitelist people then for all their hard work.
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more. That was it was just the right thing to do to reward them.
Levendi bro again, how much Nacho would it cost to get Chris to tattoo the word lavender on his forehead?
Probably 10 billion.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, I would do it for 10 billion probably.
Yeah.
For 10 billion donated to the Nacho project though, right?
Oh yeah, right. Of course.
What do you think the next step about Nacho and KSPR bot having a browser extension wallet to see or Nacho NFTs?
Yeah, so they plan on releasing one, and my understanding is it's coming with the NFT protocol launch.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll be able to mint from inside their Chrome extension wallet, but you should be able to use it. So my plan is to mint in KSPR and then take my private key and import it into their new wallet if it's ready.
Okay. Any new listings coming? LN?
Yes.
Yes.
Short and sweet. Okay. Yes, I'm in Studio City, Staten.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Studio City, probably about an hour and a half-ish from me. I say LA all the time, but I'm in Ventura County, so like just north of the San Fernando Valley. She probably knows what I'm talking about.
Nice. I hit the like button. Have you? Yes, please hit the like button.
Elbow cough, that's funny.
The NFTs will not be fully minted. Anyone who thinks otherwise is delusional.
Okay, that's not very
Interesting.
Well, how many Nacho holders do you have now at the moment?
Almost 18K.
So
yeah, 17,950 or so.
So if like nearly half of the community minted one each, that they'd be gone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that mint at least 20. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving me FOMO, to be quite honest. I was planning on 5, and I felt like it was kind of high, and now I'm like, well, shit, maybe I should do 10 or 20 or something. Well, I'll tell you what, if he's right and they don't mint out quickly, then perfect. I will just grab a whole bunch more. Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all.
Somebody wants to know how many NFTs Casper Queen is getting.
Good question. Put her on the spot.
I tried the test KSPR NFT marketplace. It works really easy.
That's cool to hear. Thanks for the feedback, Bufflink. They do such good work. It seems like they already, like everything they do just works.
Yeah. Casper Queen's replying to how many NFTs. Great question. A bunch of them. Let the bribes begin at 1 million Nacho.
Bribes for what?
Wow.
I don't know.
That's a low
Whitelist
amount.
spots or something? Or maybe it's the tattoo for Chris.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
1 million Nacho. Maybe if Nacho is $1.
Yeah. Casper Queen, that Tangent card just brings me so much joy every time I swipe. So if the NFTs are anything like it, then I'm on board.
That's so cool. And the feedback about Tangent Card's really cool too, because that launch was interesting. It was like we had like a couple small hiccups with like community-wide decisions on which to use, and the person who created the first design that everyone really liked is actually the one who ended up winning. So everything worked out like it should, and we found out like 2 months later that it's the person who designed the card is the daughter of one of the community members in Nacho. So it was really cool. They got their family involved, and it was fun.
So it was fixed, was it?
Was fixed?
Yeah, fixed.
Yeah.
Like we selected it.
Yeah,
Because
planned
of
it.
who was.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah. My bad. I was like, was it broken? What are you talking about?
Did you pay for the listing on Zegex?
No. Kaspa Funding did for us. Thank you to them.
Cool. I eat nachos. Am I on the whitelist?
Yes.
I eat nachos too, but I don't know. But on that tool that's coming out, you'll be able to type in your address too and validate that you're there, even if you don't want to change it. So in an hour or two, just go to CatScan and look for the Nacho Cats WL menu entry, and you'll be able to look at it.
Okay. We actually got through all the questions. Last time I had you on, there was like, I think we had to just scroll through them really quick. Oh, there's another one here. Sorry. Are there any applications to make the Nacho NFTs 3D animated for PFP?
That's a really cool idea. I don't know of any, and I mean, we certainly aren't working on any right now.
Maybe we can talk with the artist, Ashton. That would be probably a question for him.
Yeah.
If he can do it at some point.
I mean, it just feels like a big task overall for the artist, because like, I mean, you can animate 10,000 of them. It feels like there must be some sort of AI tool that could do it out there. We could just use the existing images and animate them, but I don't know.
I think Lavendi Pro is just trying to sabotage the AMA here. He's just if I get a wizard hat Nacho tattoo on my chest, would that mean I'd qualify for the whitelist?
Yeah, you're trolling today, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we will call him 24/7 Lavender, definitely.
Yeah.
Chris Hutchinson is on board. He confirmed.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's everything, guys. Now I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything else that you wanted to say to get out there before the mint?
Chris, I was pausing for you. You got anything?
Oh yeah, I mean, just come to Discord, follow the announcements, follow X. We will be ready, so you get the notice and you are getting your wallets ready to mint, and yeah, let's make it quicker than the token mint. That's my goal.
Yeah. I mean, it should be, right? 200, 10 million mints compared to 10,000 should be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, in any case, the only thing I'd like to add on is actually just a kind of small disclaimer for folks, right? I mean, you don't have to mint a Nacho NFT. You don't have to mint any NFT. You should definitely do your research, know exactly what you're getting into. We care a lot about this project, and we're going to make sure that everything is continuously done fairly and takes care of the holders, be them token holders or NFT holders. So the best thing we can tell you is we've got ultimate confidence that the project is worthwhile and it's beneficial to both holders and the Nacho community as a whole. But we can't give you financial advice. If you're looking for some quick flip of money, I mean, maybe it's not the right choice. I don't know. You have to make that decision. But we're building the collection in a way that gets people more involved in the Nacho community and creates more interactivity. So you can kind of think about it as your membership ticket to the future of Nacho. At least that's how I'm thinking about it compared to a personal investment that I want to make the loads of cash on. Do I hope they go up in value? Yes. Do I personally think they will? Absolutely. But I can't guarantee that. We can't give you financial advice. You should definitely do your research. And if you love the Nacho project and you want to keep participating, it's a no-brainer. If you don't, then talk to us and tell us why you don't. So maybe we can fix it and make it better for you.
Yeah, I mean, I see it also as an option to get yourself a piece of history for kaspa and Nacho. So if you want that, you should mint one, at least. No financial advice, of course.
Yeah. Do you think when kaspa takes off this year that all the good like KRC20 tokens and the KRC 721 NFTs will go up as well? It seems to be when kaspa goes up, a lot of the tokens seem to follow it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely seems like it, and I think a lot of that is just our ecosystem being like, so
Brand new.
closed off too. We just don't have like a lot of cross pollination. So the money moves in the same ways for KRC20 and CAS and probably the NFTs too. But I think we'll see diversion in that as more and more projects kind of start standing on their own, and they're one day soon we will see Solana degens that play on Pump Fun all day say, I know about Nacho. I've heard about Nacho. I own some Nacho, but what's kaspa? And that's the day we've all been building for, because that's exactly what we want to have happen is them come in and introduce them to the layer one they should have been playing with the entire time. So I think we'll see diversion in that price movement as that day comes. But I also don't think we're there yet.
Yeah, no, still very early. And you said before as well, some of the fees that you receive from the NFTs, you're going to give that towards the documentary being made beyond the blockchain.
Yeah, absolutely. So the budget for the NFT revenue is actually completely public. We put it in the NFT white paper. It's in the Nacho Discord in our announcements. The only thing missing from that is the CAS denominated price, because we just need to set that and then update the whitelist on, like I said, Sunday, Monday timeframe. But either way, it's entirely in there. So the vast majority, I think it's more than 60%, 65+% of it is going to listings and larger market maker partnerships. But we've got some things budgeted for operational costs to just make sure that we stay compliant and legal and do accounting and lawyer stuff all right. And then some development funds and obviously, the 100K towards the documentary.
Yeah, that's great. It's very generous because I heard them talking. They were looking for, is it like $1,200,000? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that number was so high because they said they were trying to get the documentary made before the bull run kicks off, or before kaspa takes off, to help the community. But if they weren't in such a rush to get it done, the amount they needed will be a lot less. So in case people don't know, that's why they're looking for that amount of money to get it done quick.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think that is true for sure, that the speed affects it a lot, but it's also like a pretty reasonable budget already, to be honest. If you look at documentaries and ones, I mean, they can cost $4, $6, $8 million from a budget perspective, and they're doing it Netflix quality. I mean, the
Yeah.
goal here is to hit the big goal, the top end goal of their proposal, and actually get this thing on Netflix. So, a $1.2 million budget documentary on Netflix is pretty cheap when you zoom out.
Yeah, and one of the guys behind it, I can't think of his name now at the moment, but when you look at him and you go onto IMDb, it shows you all the work, all the documentaries and programs he's created. And like I always go to IMDb to check out a program before I start watching it and check the rating on it. But all of his programs have got like an 8 and a 9. Like they're not crap. Like they're good stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys are running like the longest running series in Australia ever. I think they've had like 20 plus successful seasons, and
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the guy you're talking about is Brett Hardy.
yeah,
I think.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they're good people for sure. I mean, it's not it's not like a Harry Potter movie. We're not getting the massive Hollywood
Back to the
stars,
wizard. Back to the
but
wizard.
these guys know exactly what they're doing for sure.
But I know you're being generous with the funding, but is there a little bit in there for Nacho? Will they go when they're going around doing their documentary? They're talking to certain people. Would you be one of them people? Do you think that they come and talk to?
That's certainly the goal. And we've been honest about it from the beginning. I mean, do we want to generally support the project and help them achieve their goal? Absolutely. But the amount we chose, the timing of it, everything was definitely a positive flywheel, as Chris Hutch says. It benefits us as well. If you look at their proposal, there is things they offer to different levels of contributors, right? I don't have them all memorized, but the one that we fall in is either community pillar or executive producer, depending on the value of the cast when we send it. And either way, that that level of contribution includes, I think the exact verbiage in there is an on travel to where the production is happening and an on-camera interview. So absolutely, we want to see Nacho represented as one of the big parts of the kaspa community in this documentary, and we also want to support their work and make sure that they're successful in getting it out. So yeah, it's a twofold incentive for sure.
Yeah, which is fair enough when you're going to give that amount of money to them. Yeah, I can't remember where it was, what you were talking about there. Oh yeah, this is it here, isn't it? A community funding form.
Yeah,
Because I was
exactly.
looking at this myself.
Yeah, it's towards the bottom of that. There's, oh no, you know what? Go back. I'm sorry. It's not the form. It's the proposal. It's a one different button in there. I think it's the first one.
First one.
Yeah, that one. So if you go down, I think it's second or third page. There's like contributor levels. That might be it. I don't know. It's really small.
Yeah, there it is. I think.
Going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should fall between that last one and the second to last one based on that donation. So the thing I was remembering was from the second to last category, the community pillar.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, I'm excited about that coming out.
Yeah, I'm as well. It'll be huge in reaching more adoption for CAS, getting more eyes on it, and I mean, if we can be a part of it and showcase the fun community side of memes and utilities on CAS too, we'd love to.
Yeah, Levendi Bro was saying that there's an AMA soon next week from the Beyond the Blockchain account.
Very nice. That's exciting. That getting updates on those things will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I believe it will be on Tuesday.
They said that they should be coming out with the full Jonathan interview pretty soon. If I remember correctly, they said it's like 45 minutes as kind of a teaser or precursor to the documentary itself. So,
Right.
I mean, just the little trailer they have of the documentary shows some of that interview, and it is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
so I'm excited about seeing the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. Banana, I think the kaspa community and all the KRC20 projects should be together for the documentary. It will be years of work for the teams showing to the world.
I definitely agree, and that hopefully we inspired or folks just wanted to donate or participate already, because that is definitely the goal. We should get as many of these KRC20 projects involved as we can. And you guys, if you look at that proposal and you look at the different benefits that come to donators or contributors to it, I mean it makes a lot of sense to get involved and get your project showcased as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And that's all the questions, guys, and that's everything I had for you. Are you have you all finished talking, or have you got anything else? Are you all good?
No, I think we're good. I think we've covered everything. Just stay close and do your research and come ask us questions and read the NFT white paper. I mean, we put some time into that, and I'm not sure that it's even normal or needed to have a white paper for an NFT, but we wanted to make sure you knew exactly what was going on with budgeting and all that type of stuff. So let us know what questions you got.
Okay. Will you come back on in the future, guys, and tell me how it's going?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Ashton, for coming on. And we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. And thanks for all the likes and the comments. Appreciate it. And I'll see you again.